first you're going to want to start by getting your marker. I'm just using the silver Sharpie, and you definitely want to start using a marker, because if you just start automatically with your scissors, then you might mess up, and if you do, there's no way of adding the material back. Go in about an inch away from the collarbone and just make your markings. Going down. And I'm actually just going to go a little bit under the armpit. Some people like to do them really deep and come like all the way down here. This is just where I'm going to cut. Okay, so then you take your scissors and go ahead and start cutting. Okay, and then this is the piece that we cut off, so you're going to want to take this and lay it over here. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and mark it again. The shirt and flip it this way, just so it's easier for me to cut from this angle. And it's okay if you do it a little bit messy, because you can always go back and kind of touch up anywhere. If there's like an uneven spot or something, you can always go back and touch that up later. We're going to cut off the collar to the shirt, and this is kind of optional. You can leave the collar on if you'd like, and you really don't need to mark this. So I am actually going to flip it around this way. Okay, so now that we have the collar area cut off, you're going to want to turn your shirt back to the back side. And here is the fun part where we get to create the Razorback, and you're going to mark how far you want to bring it in. And you're going to want to start at the collar and then stop at the end, right underneath the armpit like we did last time. And if you're wanting a really, really thin area, you can just leave it up to yourself how thin you want to go. I don't like them super thin. I typically will start about here and just go in like so and come out to here. Same with the other side. You want to keep eyeballing this side just to make them symmetrical. Make sure you don't take off too much from this side and not enough from this side over here. And this side's a little bit thinner, so I'm going to just draw in. I want to take it in a little bit more. Alright, so now we're going to take our scissors and cut only the back side. Make sure you don't get both pieces. You just want to take the upper layer, because if you take both pieces, then you're going to cut all of this up here, and you probably don't want to do that. So you just want to take this top layer here and cut. And you want to make sure you cut on the outside of the black line, because if you cut on the inside, then you're going to get the black marker onto the shirt, or you're not going to cut the black marker off. And you want to cut it off so you don't have that on your shirt. then when you get up here, you just want to come right along here and cut that area off. So, and then I am going to go ahead and stretch the material because this shirt here was kind of a more like tight-fitting shirt. So you want to stretch it just to get it a little more loose and kind of distressed. And this step is of course optional if you don't want it more loose-fitting. We take the bottom half and we're just going to cut off the very bottom. Some people, like the Razorback that I'm wearing now that I made, I went ahead and cut off the bottom of it just so it's not cinched and tight. That is also going to make it more loose when you cut off the bottom. And this does not have to be perfect either, because you could always go back and cut off and trim up any pieces that you need to. Last step, and this step is optional. I've seen some people use like the little scrap pieces that you cut off from the shirt, and they use that for a bow in the back. And you can either use the scrap pieces or you can get like a really pretty decorative like glittery ribbon or just a white ribbon.
In the center, the strap in the middle of the back, and create a bow.
Just like so.